Please subscribe to the Eye of Owen.
Owen, I love you too much.
Huh?
I love you long time. You will forget me.
So this is Pattaya Avenue, which is a mall just off Second Road. I thought this would be a good place to start the walking tour today. I'm going to head to Walking Street and I'm very excited today. Got a special guest joining me for the walking talk. Getting some big guests in this time round. And all the way from American talk show host, it's Ellen DeGeneres.
Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Look at this hair, look at this hair. It's that blonde. You can see him walking a mile off. He's like a shining beacon walking towards you. So we're going to walk along Second Road. We're going to explore Soi 13, 13.1, do you say?
13, 13.1, 13.2.
Yeah.
Then onto Walking Street. Then we'll take a left on Soi Diamond, past the windmill, then back onto Walking Street.
Yeah.
And along Walking Street.
Yeah, so we're going to have a bit of a look at Walking Street by day there. Good place for you to get some souvenirs for those folks back home. A couple of nice ivory tusks there, maybe for your next door neighbour who gave you a lift to the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd like that.
I was thinking of a fridge magnet.
That reminds me, I walked past Cheap Charlie's on the way to your place. And this is where we've just come from. This is the mall, Pattaya Avenue. Good place to eat, good place to get souvenirs. Pattaya's not short of malls, I've noticed, Owen.
I once took a girl to watch a movie in there, and two things I remember about it. One, for some reason, when they played the national anthem and you had to stand up, it was quite emotional, and I could feel myself. I don't know why, because I'm a bit of a royalist in the UK family. I could feel myself kind of welling up a little bit.
All right.
So everybody, they weren't asked, they didn't get up and tut. And listen to the anthem. And the second thing I remember about it was that cold. I couldn't wait for the movie to finish. It was absolutely freezing.
What was the movie you were watching?
I can't remember. I
remember.
I think it was somebody with that guy, the big guy with the bald shaved head. The Rock, I think he was.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Saudi Cab.
Hello.
Enthusiastic girls there. So this is Soi 13. So what do we find on Soi 13? Bars, a few places to eat, massage places.
Massage, little souvenir shops.
And this
Not a lot on here really. It's just usually like a cut through.
Yeah, quite nice, quiet Soi.
Sportsman's a good bar.
Oh yeah, I went for breakfast there last year before we found Sports Lounge with Soi Bacau. It was really good. Okay, so let's start off by recapping what we've been up to over the last couple of days. We've had a couple of busy days, haven't we, Owen?
Well, you have.
We'll come to that later. We will come to that later. No, thank you. So, day before yesterday, Owen and I, we had a walk to Central Mall. Owen needed to get a SIM card, Thai SIM card. So that's quite a good diversion. I always quite enjoy a bit of a trip to a mall in Asia. It's always good fun, especially in Thailand. So we had a bit of a walk around there. Went back to the rooms, had a bit of an easy afternoon, and then we went out later that evening for another epic night on Tree Town. Epic night in Tree Town. Now we actually arranged to meet up with our friend Sam at Blue Sky Bar at 7 o'clock. I was 10 minutes late because the problem is, oh hang on, I need to step to the side here, there's a car coming. I was about 10 minutes late because the problem is I know a girl at Booby Trap, so I stopped to say hello to her. I know a girl in Annie Jack, stopped to say hello to her. And I know a girl in Vixen, stopped to say hello to her. So by the time I got to meet Sam, I was 10 minutes late. So it's a nice problem to have though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're in Blue Sky Bar, met up with the guys, and we decided to move on to a bar we haven't been to before, Retro. Retro's just a little bit further into Tree Town. What we go? I'm going this way, I think. That's Soi 13.
Hello.
This is probably more the type of place Owen will get his souvenirs from, I reckon.
Anything under £50 baht.
And it's under 50 baht, yeah. Oh, Owen, you can get your Muay Thai boxing shorts somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's more Owen's style, I reckon.
Yeah.
I have kids price
กี่บาทครับ
350 ค่ะ
300เอาไปกลับมานะ
So yeah, I went to Retro Bar. Quite a few girls, very little pressure for lady drinks, so it was quite nice to stop. Bob had a game of pool against the girl there, and it was quite nice. It was quite a chill place to have a drink. Then we went to Alai, which used to be a favourite on the last trip. I think not as many pretty girls this time round, but there was a nice girl you liked from Laos, wasn't there?
Yes, she had like a little, was it a crystal or in a tooth?
Like a jewel in a tooth, yeah. So it's all the fashion these days, Owen. Why are you thinking of getting one? So what we do, we come down there. This is Soy 13-1. It's a bit wider, isn't it? It looks a bit more of a main road, this one. Yeah.
I've had a few nights on here in the past, a few massages. It's alright, it's somewhere you never really think of coming to, but it was alright.
Yeah.
It's alright, just one or two little. You wouldn't stay there for the night, but just as you pass through towards.
Yes.
When I used to go to Walker Street, when it was affordable, we used to come through one or two and then go on to Walker Street.
Well, we're coming to a few bars now. A few girls sat outside, a few massage places there. It's a very, very blonde-looking girl outside, Nichiwarin Health Massage.
Howdy, Cap.
A lot more Thai girls dye the hair blonde. Have you noticed that? I see a lot more blonde Thai girls these days. Well, I don't think you can get that blonde. Is that even blonde? It looks more white to me.
Well, I've been rubbing lemon juice in it.
He's been rubbing lemon juice in it, which is why all the mosquitoes keep infesting his room. So would these massage places, would these be just legit massage places, or might you get an additional service or two?
A little bit extra.
A little bit extra?
Yeah, depending on how good you are at talking and experienced you are.
Okay.
And that sort of thing.
Hello! She was keen.
They've got really good names, like the Wet Spot.
The Wet Spot.
I don't know what that means, but that's the Wet Spot.
Yeah, they're always inventing. My favourite name for a bar so far is Booby Trap. I think that's a great name for a bar in Pattaya, the Booby Trap.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, she was pretty. Potentially a ladyboy, but pretty nevertheless. Right, okay.
The Jolly Roger.
The Swan Pub and Grub, English style pub there. Okay, so where do we go after Alai? We decided to try that beer bar complex again outside to the side of Tree Town. And yeah, we found a little bar in the corner called New Ben Beer Bar. Bit of a strange name for a beer bar, I think. Well, look at this guy getting his tattoo done there. Oh, it's painful just looking at that. Yeah, New Ben Beer Bar. And it was busy, wasn't it? Lot of hardly any free stools. And it was good. I like those beer bars. Just nice atmosphere. Lots of girls, generally older girls. A few of them were the type of girls who I reckon back in the day would have been the top girls in go-go bars, but now they're sort of like mid-30s and they're working the beer bars. But a few of them were quite foxy. Is that fair to say?
Foxy, yeah.
There's one younger girl there playing pool, but yeah, I like visiting bars like that. And then we went down a little bit further and we found a beer bar in the corner. Hang on, we're just turning on to Soy 13.2. 13.2. I need to stop calling it 13.2, it's 13.2. So yeah, we found a beer bar in the corner called Boozer Bar. I had to explain to the waitress that booze is basically a British word for pub.
Or an alcoholic.
or an alcoholic, yeah. So what on this street? What I mean, it looks a lot busier.
Bar, that's my favourite. One of my favourite things.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a busy street. This, a lot more bars, a lot of enthusiastic massage girls. It's good. Kittens bar to the left. Titty Twister, is that going to be edited out using YouTube's algorithm?
I don't know.
Look at that, look at that. Titty Twister. That's my new favourite name for a bar, that one is. Corona Bar. Oh, Corona Bar, you wouldn't want to go in there at the moment, would you? It's probably where the pandemic started. Oh, shouldn't have said that. So yeah, we went to this bar called Boozer Bar. And it was really quiet, not many girls, but I ended up buying a drink for a really cute little girl. She's 24 years old. Yeah.
This bar on the left, no idea. It's named after Bob when he's had about 8 pints.
yeah, it's no idea bar named after Bob. That's yeah. He's only been here what 3-4 days, and we've got quite a few stories about Bob already. He always seems to get lost at the end of the night. All kinds of stuff happens with Bob. Always good value. So yeah, we went to this bar called Boozer Bar, and I bought a drink for this really nice girl. It was quite good fun actually, because I was chatting with her, Owen was chatting with another girl, and we were practicing Thai on each other. We got some quite good video footage of that, didn't we?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, of me trying to count up to 10, and yeah, it was really good fun. I really enjoyed it there, but my favourite bit of there was we were having a nice chat, and then all of a sudden the biggest cockroach I've ever seen just scuttled towards Owen. Oh, I've never heard a grown man scream as loud.
Yeah, it was massive. It came right off the bar, and I thought it landed in my pocket. I was ready to rip my pants off.
So this is Beach Road, just looking for a chance to cross. It's a little bit overcast today. It's still quite humid, isn't it? But it's not too hot, is it really?
No, but it's sweating.
Yeah.
I want to nearly walk at the This is Beach Road, otherwise known as the Coconut Bar. The Coconut Bar, yeah. I've never bought any coconuts from here. It's not my sort of thing.
Yeah, we're being a little bit cryptic there, but what you find is at night, particularly at night, quite a lot of ladies gather along this strip. They're the girls who don't work in the beer bars or the go-go bars, and generally older. I think it's fair to say, but it's yeah, it's an interesting place for a wander. Do you know what? With that blonde hair, you've got that kind of sort of like sporty water sport kind of look about you. You look up here, yeah. Okay, so where were we up to? We were up to the Cockroach, weren't we? Yeah. Then after that we went to O Bar, and I got chatting to a girl who I actually bought a drink for on my first night, I think it was. Bought her a drink, and she was wild. I think she was a bit Mao. Have I said that right? Mao, which is drunk. She had quite a lot to drink. So anyway, yeah, this bar, O Bar, we got this lady drink for this girl, and she was a nice girl, nice looking girl. But anyway, she was crazy. She was really good fun though. And occasionally you meet a girl and you just know that if you take her away from the bar, go back to your room, that you're going to have a really good time with her. And that's exactly what happened. And the BF was 500, and I gave her 2,000 for ST. So yeah, that was how I ended my night. Now that night, your night didn't end quite so successfully, did you? You feeling a bit dodgy, weren't you?
Yeah, that I think would be my third night. And I can only assume, after my first night, drinking a little bit with the jet lag, the second night, drinking too much, and the third night took its toll. I started coming down with a little bit of an upset stomach and feeling bloated, lost my appetite, and I couldn't really enjoy the drink. It's gone on this now for maybe 3 days, but I know now I'm coming to the end of it. But I've still been out. but I've been drinking water.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
I've noticed that because I was drinking water on your first night because, you know, I like to be sensible. I like to hydrate during the night. Every second or third drink I'll get like a soft drink or a water. And you gave me a fair bit of stick for that, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
But you ought to seen this. I've made a video in my room when I was saying I was winding you up, but you was doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Because when I woke up in the morning, I felt absolutely awful.
Yeah.
I said to myself, that's it. Every third drink I'm going to do what Sir Lancelot does and have a water.
Yeah. So in that case, I think probably you owe me an apology for all the stick you've given me.
Sorry, I'm very sorry.
He nicknamed me Water because I used to drink so much water. Oh, he was rude. He was merciless the amount of stick he gave me. You'll see just ahead. There's the Walking Street sign. I've actually never been down here by day. I've been down here by night a lot. A lot of good memories down there. But I've been here on this trip. It's a bit expensive now. Well, I say it's a bit expensive. It's very expensive, really. But yeah, this is a famous Walking Street sign. And then as soon as you step into here at night, normally it's like a blaze of neon. And you have all of the girls outside the bars.
I can remember coming here 15 years ago and 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, there was that many people on here. You couldn't take 2 or 3 steps, you were being badged and bumped into.
I remember
Noisy.
I remember walking down this street, and they'd have performers on, wouldn't they? And there'd be bottlenecks where you could barely squeeze past.
Yeah.
We're coming to Frogland. Now here's the sign, and I'm going to point the camera down it. They've done this. This used to be, was it Simon's or Simon's 2?
It was the second Simon's, but there was a bar here that was called Frog.
Yeah.
The very beginning.
It's changed a lot. I wanted to show you just what it is at night now. You've got all the bars at the side. There's not many girls, I'm going to be honest, there's not many girls. It's a type of place that you might bring a girl, because right at the end you've got a stage, you've got a DJ, and the lighting in here is fantastic. It's like a nightclub. So it's the type of place you'd bring a girl that you got to know. But I just wanted to point this out. Have a look up. This fan here on the ceiling, look how big that fan is. That fan costs 300,000 baht. So they've spent a lot of money on this place. The lighting is absolutely fantastic. I mean, you can see the light rig. It's almost like you're in a live music venue. And they spent a lot of money in this place. So I think it's a good place to come for a drink, but not to meet girls. I mean, you must have a lot of memories in here when it was Simon's.
Simon's 1, where we spent most of our time, the older complex, because when they built the newer complex with the Frog Bar, there weren't as many bars. They obviously spent money on it, and it was more expensive. So we used to stay down at the old Simon's. And like I say, I bet it's beautiful at night time and really nice with the lighting, but not my cup of tea. I'll come and have a look.
Not your cup of tea?
No, it's not my cup of tea.
This place. No, you're right. I can guarantee it's not your, and it's expensive. It's expensive.
You're filming my belly then.
I was filming your t-shirt. Genius.
Diamonds next one. There's a few go-go bars. I'm not a go-go guy, to be honest, but there used to be a nice go-go bar here. I think it was called Beach Club or Beach.
Oh, no, I remember you brought me to this, and it's the one where the girls step from table to table.
Table to table, and it was rather drafty, if you know what I mean. And when you were sat, it was the best view you could.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because they were on the table above you.
Above you.
Yeah.
And that was one of the best. And the old wall fluorescent orange and green dresses and that, and it was nice. And that was, I'd say, possibly my favourite go-go bar, which I used to like going in.
Yeah.
I've been in all of these in here, and I'm not a go-go guy. We've been in here a few times. Again, to me,
What's up bar?
Yeah, what's up? We used to go in there.
Now the dollhouse. I noticed there's a few names here that are quite famous. Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna video these because some quite pretty girls. I assume that some of the people have worked in the bar in the past. But Dollhouse is a very famous name in Bangkok. In Bangkok, Dollhouse is a really famous name for a bar. Is it okay? Let's have a look. I don't think there's anybody in now. There's certainly no girls
Can I
dancing.
see what it's like?
This is what it's like inside. All the girls will be dancing in the middle, and then you just sit at the side, get yourself a beer, and then hopefully you'll see a girl on the stage that you like look off and invite her down for a drink. That's how it was meant to work, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, Dollhouse. I noticed we passed at Angel Witch as well. That's a really famous name in Bangkok. I think Angel Witch is on Soy Cowboy. It's one of the really famous bars. Right, so where are we going now, O? He knows all the little shortcuts. I know what he's doing. I know what Owen's up to here. He's taking me to Windmill, one of his favourite places.
I don't know anything about the windmill. The only windmill I know is one in Amsterdam. That song.
Right now, apparently, if you want to go to Jomtien, you can take the bar bus just at the end of this street. Just a bar bus. Just take you just straight down this street. To, how far is it to Jomtien?
I don't know, a mile and a half, 2 miles maybe, 10 miles.
And it's quite an interesting diversion. We've talked about maybe going there on this trip, haven't we, for a bit of a change of scenery?
It's all right for a nice afternoon and early evening, then head back into town.
Yeah. It's always nice for a bit of a change of scene if you see different places, so we might do that later, go to Jomtien. But if you do want to go there, just get on this street and get on that BART bus. Right, so where are we going? We're going down this one.
Yeah.
This heads back towards Walking Street. There will be some of your subscribers and viewers won't know what the Windmill is, so is it fair to say it's a go-go bar where you get a little bit more than you bargain for? Is that a fair comment?
Yeah.
See, this is Heaven's Club. Let's just have a look, 'cause I remember Heaven's Club. I can remember these steps had a sign on saying Stairway to Heaven, which I can remember thinking at the time was really clever, but it's not there anymore. But is this the rotating bar, Owen?
Yeah, I think it's closed. I can remember sitting on this over 25 years ago with my girlfriend, the mother of my daughter. We sat on here, used to come here all the time drinking, and she used to like sitting on there.
Well, I don't think it is closed. I'm pretty sure I walked past it the other night and it was going round. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of good memories on this street. Oh look, airport. Now this was one that I think it's closed now.
Me, two mates used to go in from England, and we thought we were big time Charlies, sat around there. They had like a jacuzzi area and a shower area where the girls were dancing, and we thought we were big spenders, sticking 20 baht notes to them. Next thing, the American Navy came in, and the 20 baht notes quickly forgotten, as these Navy guys were sticking 100, 500 and 1,000 baht notes to them. And all the girls just turned their backs on us and went,
I'm not surprised. Yeah, I mean, but to be fair,
we thought we were big spenders.
and to be fair, you were probably getting it right, weren't you?
Yeah,
they're the ones who were overspending. And now this one that we're coming up to here, Pin Up a Go-Go. This is the one which at the moment has got the reputation of having the prettiest girls. Beautiful girls. I was in there 7 months ago. Let's have a look inside. It's not big, but I think it sweeps around. It does round the corner, and you can actually go in there. But it's busy. A lot of Saudi Cap. And a lot of beautiful girls in there.
So,
Open?
it's open now, is it?
8 p.m. open, yeah. It's we say a lot of beautiful girls there. It's not often you walk into a venue and you just absolutely, your jaw hits the ground with how many pretty girls were. I can remember the first time I went to a Naturally massage parlour in Bangkok, I had that feeling. And when I went into Pin Up 7 months earlier, I was blown away by the quality of the girls. Really pretty girls. But I think the girls, I believe the girls on Walking Street are asking for 3,000 ST, 5,000 LT. Right, let's have a look at some of these bar names. Boom Boom Sushi Room. It's a good name for a place. Mist Club. Don't normally cut on a night out. Don't normally come up this far, really. But the bars go all the way up, don't they?
Yeah, but the Simon's one is here.
Simon's. Oh, so this fencing here on the right.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the go-to place for most people. I don't know how many bars, maybe 9 on each side, 8 on each side, and used to, in its peak, it was rammed every bar. I would say that at least 20, 30 girls in.
Yeah.
And you used to walk down the middle, and each bar would try to outscream the other one.
Yeah.
To go to the bar.
Yeah.
And again, the prices were all the same. 300 for the bar, 1,000 for the girl.
That was the heyday. I wonder whether I can let's have a little bit of a look and see what's going on inside there at the moment. Let's quickly run across. So this is what Simon's Bar's looking like now. Well, there's building work going on. Wonder what they're going to make there. Be great if they resurrected Simon's, but maybe not. But yeah, I remember chatting with Owen about this, and he said that Simon's Bar is well, he spent a lot of nights out there, and you've met a lot of girls on Simon's Bar.
Well, it's embarrassing, to be honest.
So we're right at the top of Walking Street now. This apparently is called Bali Hai Pier. This is quite a familiar sight here. So those who've been to Pattaya City, look at the big letters on the hill over there. It's a bit overcast now. It's just a few spots of rain falling. Hopefully it won't be too heavy. But there's a pier here, and this is where you can get the boat over to Koh Larn. Lots of boat trips. If you want to, you can get tickets from over there. Pretty interesting looking skyscrapers, like an inverted H. Apparently they broke local planning permission. They went too high, so they just stopped building it. So basically it's just derelict at the top. Stop building it. What we're going to do, we're going to head back towards Walking Street now. Hopefully we won't get too wet in this rain. It looks to me as though a tour trip has just come back in. I think a boat's just arrived in. It's actually only when you get to this end of Pattaya and you kind of look across the bay, you realise there's a lot, it's quite a big city, Pattaya, isn't it? When you look at all the skyscrapers and how built up it is. And it's only getting bigger as well, isn't it? It's expanding. Like every city in the world by the looks of it. But I've never actually been up to this part of Pattaya. Apparently there's a few walks you can go on. You can walk up to the sign, those big letters where it says Pattaya. I'll show you them again, over there. You can go for a walk up to there. What are you saying, Owen? There's another walk you can go on around here?
Around the coast, up to Cody Beach. Quite a nice walk. You can walk all the way around, up Patron Hill, along around the coast. Down there's quite a long walk.
He's
I like me walking.
He likes his walking, yeah. He's likes to go on walks in the UK to Lake District. These boat trips obviously very popular.
Indian people now. The Chinese have been replaced by the Indians.
Yeah, lots of Indians around at the moment.
So that's where you buy your ticket for Koh Larn inside.
I buy tickets from here. Yeah, good.
Straight ahead, the building up there is where you used to buy your tickets for the ferry to Hua Hin.
So yeah, because I remember you posted a video previously where you and was it the doc got a video got a boat to Hua Hin.
I've done it twice. The trip. Best way to get to Hua Hin from here, but it's finished, it's gone bust. You used to buy your ticket up there.
I just realised all this time I've been calling it a Hua Hin and it's Hua. Hua
means head. Stone head.
Stone head.
Yeah. A lot of people say Hua Hin, it's not, it's Hua Hin.
Okay. I learned something new last night. I was in a bar, chatting to the lovely Jen.
Right.
And I mentioned Chiang Rai.
Yeah, Chiang Rai.
And she said, no, not Chang. Chang mean elephant.
Yeah, Chiang.
Which makes sense, because Chang beer, there's lots of elephants on the label. She said, no, not Chang, Chiang.
Chiang Rai.
She found that hilarious.
Call these Indian guys here.
Oh, bit of bargaining going on here. They drive a hard bargain, Indian guys.
People, they're very friendly.
Yeah. No, thank you. My okay. Yeah, I like Indian people. I've got a lot of Indian friends in England. Been to India a few times, but they do like to drive a hard bargain. That is for sure. So where are we heading? So I've never been in this little bit, but we're heading back towards Walking Street. We're going to backtrack along Walking Street, hopefully not get too wet, and I'm going to update you about yesterday. I think when I last spoke to you, I talked about a good day we'd had on Street Town, and yesterday was more of the same, really, wasn't it? And it started off, I was in my room, I was going to have a quiet afternoon, and I was doing a crossword on my bed. Why are you laughing? What are you laughing at?
I can't even spell crossword.
Doing a crossword on my bed, and I just got the itch. I just thought to myself, what am I doing? I'm in Pattaya, why am I doing a crossword? So basically I sent a few speculative line messages. Now this is the best tip that Owen has given me. He's full of good tips, Owen. You wouldn't think so, looking at him.
You wouldn't think.
No, even though he is a self-declared genius. you wouldn't think so, but yeah, he gives some good tips. And he said, download Line. So Line, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you do, but for those of you who don't, Line is basically like the Thai version of WhatsApp. And all the bar girls have got it. Every single one I've ever asked, if you got Line, every single one has got Line. And it's a great way to basically get connected with the girls. You can message them. It's really easy as well, because basically if you set up a profile, it's free as well. If you set up a profile, you get like this QR code. You go into a bar, you say you have Line, they say yes, you hold your phone out, she hovers her phone over yours, and you're connected. And it's a really, really good way to meet up with girls during the afternoon. So yeah, I sent out a couple of speculative Line messages. I reckon a couple of minutes later I had a bite. A girl got back to me, and 20 minutes later she was back in my room. And spent an hour in my room and 1,000 baht. Can't argue with that.
You can't. The girls don't say line.
Yeah?
They say line.
Line.
You have line, me line, mine. You have line. They don't pronounce the N and E sign.
Ah, okay.
It sounds like line.
Okay. So yeah, that's definitely get Line when you come out to Thailand. It's basically like you go out at night, you go to all the bars, your beer bars and your go-go bars. But having Line, basically it's like having your own pizza delivery service. You can pick your favourite girl, send them a few messages, and not always, but most of the time you'll be able to get one of them to come to your room and have a bit of company in the afternoon. So that's how my day started.
I just mentioned a little bit of health and safety.
Bit of health and safety, yeah, please.
Health and safety on this paint on here, because it's like an ice rink.
It is quite slippy, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it would make good footage though if you tripped over. Yeah. Last night we decided to start up. We had a few drinks in Rehab, which is on Soy Bacau. There's quite a few girls there, and what I liked about it is we went in there and just got a drink. The girls kind of look towards you, but they don't hassle you for a drink at all. So, you know, if you see a girl you like, you invite her over, and if you don't, you just sit there and have a nice quiet drink. I quite like that in a bar. And there were a few nice ones as well. Then we went to Vixen, and I bought a drink for a girl that I bought a drink for a few nights ago. Look at these electric wires, by the way. That's fantastic. Running along the side of the street.
Can you imagine getting a call out to fix wire number 11?
Oh, I know.
How did they know?
Sam was telling me that there was a fire in one of these electrics. Look at this. Sam was telling me that there was a fire in the Soy Bacau area in his hotel, and he actually lost his satellite TV. Right. Could you imagine? But yeah, it's not surprising really that sometimes there's a few electrical faults. So yeah, we went to Vixen, and I bought a drink for a girl I've already bought a drink for. This is the one that you thought was pretty, the one who looked a bit Chinese.
Yes, she was.
Very pretty girl. Bought a drink for her. It's funny because most girls that you have there's a big ice rink coming up here.
Oh.
Big ice rink.
You might have hold on to me here.
Do you know what?
I'm unstable.
I'm going to walk a bit slower. I want Owen to walk in front of me because I want to see him trip over if he does, yeah? So yeah, when you see a lot of these bar girls, they always say, oh, me pompoi, is it? Or pompoi? Pompui, which means chubby. Right, let's just see if he can, let's see this. Oh, this could be great footage. This could go viral, this if he trips over.
It's all right.
This could, oh, okay.
But that one up there was.
Yeah, I'm going to hang back just in case. But yeah, most of these girls, they say pompoi. And of course, most of the time they're not. They've got lovely figures. But anyway, this girl, she says it was the opposite. She said she wanted to put weight on. She had a lovely slender figure, and she said she was 42 kilo, really slim figure. She wants to go up to 50. Yeah, she wants to put weight on. You don't often see that, do you? Really, with these girls. But yeah, lovely girl. Bought her a drink, and what was funny, she said she was hungry. And I was hungry as well, so the plan was I was just going to get like a McDonald's takeaway. So I went there, got myself a burger, got some fries, and I went back to their bar with the fries. She got the wrong idea. She thought I bought the whole sort of bucket of fries for her and grabbed them off me. And I said no. So I emptied half of them into like a bowl that they bought out. Oh, you should have seen the girls swarm around looking for those fries. They'll expect it every time I go there now. Then where did we go? Blue Sky Bar. Went to Blue Sky Bar. Met up with Owen, who told us a story about Bob. Apparently Bob had got himself into a bit of a pickle the night before, I think it's fair to say. Do you want to take up the story, Owen?
Well, I didn't see him until the following day. He came to my room and he told me, so where'd you go last night? I got kidnapped.
Kidnapped?
Yeah, that's what he said, kidnapped. So what do you mean kidnapped? Well, apparently he got into some random vehicle, which he thought was a taxi, asking to go back to our hotel, and the guy took him somewhere out of town and ended up scuffling and taking 300 baht off him. So I don't know whether he's that drunk. I just can't.
We were trying to dissect it last night, weren't we? And we think that we don't doubt he got into the car. He definitely got into the car and he ended up in a strange place.
I think he's given the driver the wrong information.
Yeah, and if I don't think he was mugged, because if he was mugged, he would have taken more than 300 baht, because he had about 8,000 on him, didn't he? Okay. Oh, it's Boys Town. You tell me about this place. Big fan of that place?
I once went in one bar just for the crack.
Just for the crack?
Yeah, it was an experience.
Right, okay.
even if you're not gay or whatever, you can still go and have a drink and have a little bit of fun. It's just a bar.
Yeah.
Just a bit of amusement.
Yeah, do you know what? It's getting quite heavy here. We might need to find some shelter. But 1200 before midnight, that's bad, isn't it? Yeah, too much.
That was like me last night. from my bottom.
Yeah.
Why you won't make me?